right, let's show everybody who's just joining us what happened last night in Boston. Jalen, an unbelievable finish. The Celtics led by as many as 14 in the fourth quarter, but now we're in the final 2 minutes, and the Bucks just had everything go their way.
But also, things going their way was a residue of hustle.
Yeah.
That was a hustle play by Wes Matthews to got that offensive board. And look at that, the strip. Now look at Giannis, the versatility in transition, kicks it out to Bobby Portis, takes his time, really patient. Now you work at the Drew Holiday for the three.
Holiday had 24 points in this one after struggling so the other night. Again, the blood dripping off the eye of Giannis. Here's where this game is decided. They're down one. He misses the free throw, but Bobby Portis right place.
And again, don't underestimate Drew's Holiday's role in that, going after the offensive rebound, knocking Marcus Smart over, creating the space for Bobby Portis to get the board. And then look at the great defensive play right there. The block, the tiptoes on the baseline, and the save. That's the equivalent of Michael Jordan tiptoeing around Oakley and dunking over Patrick Ewing, but that's defensively. It's
one of two huge defensive plays he makes at the end. Here's the other. Celtics down 3, last possession. Jason Tatum is wide open up there, but it is Holiday who makes the steal.
Decisions. People are going to talk about Marcus Smart losing the ball, and rightfully so. He's not necessarily a traditional push-pace point guard in that situation. But if you Al Horford, you turn the other way and you throw it to Jason Tatum.
Let's hear from Smart, and then we have so much to say. This was Marcus Smart after the game.
We don't have time to worry about how we lost. We ain't got time to worry about, we lost and right now and it hurts. Got time for that. So it hurts. It definitely hurts, but we ain't got time to feel it. We got to go on to the next one, and really it's simple. If you're not ready to come play next game, then don't step on that court.
Start with this. That guy could be the leader of my team anytime. That is exactly the right thing to say after you have the bad struggles at the end. But I want to ask you something that as I was watching that play. That second to last play, the blocked shot that Drew Holiday comes over and makes, that's pure freelancing on his part, right? He lets go of Jaylen Brown on that play.
Absolutely. He's a help defender. And the thing about Drew Holiday all season, if you look at the defensive metrics between Drew Holiday and Marcus Smart, they're exactly the same. The difference is Marcus Smart played on a team that was ascending since January 1st and became the best defensive team, and he won Defensive Player of the Year. But he's a reigning champion doing this, and that's terrific defense.
Amari, let's talk about the point that Jalen is making here, that they didn't get lucky. They came from 14 points behind, but they didn't get lucky. They made championship caliber plays. What did you see?
Absolutely. This team is a championship pedigree team. They've been there, done that. They have the experience, so they know what it takes to be patient in the fourth quarter. And you saw Drew with the great defensive play. These are things they do in practice. You know, this is nothing new for him. There's repetition, and it becomes natural in the games.
And, you know, Jalen, as we sit and do NBA Countdown all of these nights, you love to dig Stephen A. every time you say Giannis is the best player in the world, because Stephen A. was always saying it was Kevin Durant. And last night, the blood dripping down his eye, you couldn't have a bigger night.
And then also the resilience. They were down, 14 or 16 in the fourth.
14.
They were +9 the last 2 minutes of the game, and he's not a three-point shooter. And he knocked down that three. And like you said, he went to the line. And when I saw the blood, I was thinking back to last year. People were counting when Giannis was at the free throw line because his confidence was so low. It was huge that he made the first one. I know everybody wanted him to make both, but it was huge that he made the first one. And then missing the second, the hustle plays by Drew Holiday were outstanding. I can't wait to show you a couple of those.
All right, we'll go through some of those as we go. I want to then turn to the other side, Amari, because I really loved what Marcus Smart said after. We were all somewhat critical yesterday of the comments from some of the Sixers, from Doc Rivers and James Harden yesterday after their poor performance of the night before. Marcus Smart, to me, is saying all the right things. But if you're the Celtics, you let Game 3 get away. You let last night get away. What has to be different for them to force a Game 7 as they go on the road tomorrow?
Well, I think you keep your same composure, right? Don't get too, when you win, you don't get too high. When you lose, you don't get too low. You kind of keep your same composure. And I think they know they have a chance to win this series. They were up 14 in the fourth quarter, and they had a chance to win the game. It's just down the stretch. They didn't have enough to pull it out. But I do think they can if they can keep their composure going into Game 6, they'll be okay.
What do you think?
Greeny, let me tell you something. I believe I learned this in therapy. Like when I woke up this morning, to not teach myself to say, I gotta go to work, but I get to go to work.
Right.
They didn't let that get away from them. It got snatched. It got took. That's way different. The Boston Celtics were in cruise control to actually win that game. And I know Jason Tatum wasn't getting shot attempts late, and I know they made a couple of bad decisions late. But Drew Holiday in particular, when you watch that point guard battle, it's the opposite of watching a Steph and a Ja Morant. Like Ja's high-flying, 35-point dynamic, and same with Steph Curry, unlimited range. But those two guys, it's a rock fight.
One more quick thing, because you just touched on it. And in our 6 o'clock call this morning, everyone is complaining that when this game is being decided, Jason Tatum doesn't have the ball in his hands. In the last few possessions, he doesn't have the ball in his hands. Is that a legitimate criticism?
That's a legitimate criticism, but here's the thing. The reason why he didn't have the ball in his hands because they did a good job of funneling it away from him. And then the other thing is Drew Holiday, if you're guarding Marcus Smart the way he is, he's taking you out of your offense. That's the other thing that's happening.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.